You're listening to 88.7 WLUW Chicago Sound Alliance, broadcasting from the campus of Loyola University. It's live from the Heartland, featuring Michael James, Katy Hogan, and Thom Clark. Today's guests are Marilyn Katz, Dawn Rose, and Stann Champion. Thank you for listening and enjoy the show.
And Stann Champion, our wonderful local musician who has been listening to this show. We thought we needed some musical relief after talking all this politics. And we have no idea what Stann is ready to deliver.
Good morning, crew.
Did you vote Tuesday?
Chicago. Of course I did.
All right. Who's your favorite for mayor? Who's your favorite for mayor?
Me?
All right.
I don't know because
We got a good choice.
what it is, yes, but what it is, I'd like to hear the issues. I don't want to hear them barking at each other about who's better and who's this. We need to find out who's going to do what.
So far, so good.
Because this is a strange time in this nation right now. This nation and this city is fighting for its soul. Mm-hmm. In 40 years, some of us won't be able to live here, depending on what's going on. I mean, there are 64 cranes up in this city. 64 cranes? Mm-hmm. In University of Chicago, there are 3 cranes on one block. 3 cranes on one block.
Obama Center.
Well, that means, there's an opportunity here, and that's what we need to take advantage of these opportunities, and we need to see what these candidates are going to bring to the table for everybody. Because if you're a business, if only 10% of the nation can buy your products, you'll be closing down like some of the stores that we're seeing. They're closing down because of that same reason. And people need to wake up, and they're talking about $15 an hour, for a minimum wage. People are not going to save money. They're going to spend and consume. So these people who have money are going to make more money if they give people some money to spend. And remember when we were coming up, it was like what you made a week on your job was what you paid in rent. That's blown out of the water right now.
That's true.
So that's why we're all suffering from things, because people can't raise kids because they're working like hell.
Yeah.
Well, you got any music to lighten the load here?
You doggone right. That's why I'm glad I played music, or else I might have committed suicide.
None of that.
That's real talk, folks. But I'm glad to be here. And thanks for recognizing Chicago entities here, because there's a lot of talent in this city, and there's a lot of talent that goes unrecognized. Just because I don't have a Grammy, I've got other things. But I'm glad you all recognize it. I'm glad to be back.
Are you kidding?
We're glad to have you, Stan.
I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to see you guys are still going. A Happy New Year to all. Exactly. I'm not celebrating New Year until the 21st because I don't celebrate
Get
the
ready
Roman
for
New
Mardi
Year.
Gras. Did Mardi Gras happen?
Hey, Leo dos Homes.
When is Mardi Gras?
Next weekend.
Next week.
Oh, boy.
And
Can't wait.
it's a Tuesday. Yeah.
So I've got a song about the cost of living.
Okay.
All right.
And it's from my latest release, but can I do it now?
Yeah.
Please.
Eyes but cannot see what's happening here for you and me. Life on the planet at an all-time low. Who will save the children though? It costs a fortune to pay the rent. What happened to what the good Lord sent? Healthcare costs are out of reach. We can't afford to pay the people who teach. The cost of living is going up. Hey, the chance of living going down. The cost of living is going up, my people. The chance of living going down. See, job security is a thing of the past. This wicked system just won't last. Baby's mama said there's not enough cent. But when I see baby, where was it spent? You work hard for things each and every day. Someone tries to steal it away. But Father provides for each and every one, so we don't have to steal or hurt no one. The cost of living is going up. People, the chance of living's going down. Oh, the cost of living is going up. What can we do? Chance of living's going down. See, I'm just a minstrel who struggles for a living. Some can buy food, but got plenty ammunition. And Father, can we go out and play? Maybe tomorrow there's danger today. Perplex employees, vex refugees. I'll tell you a story of a land far away. The candidate to vote for may be the Messiah. No man on earth can even try. The cost of living is going up. Poor can't take much more. The chance of living's going down. down, down. People, the cost of living is going up, up. What can we do? The chance of living is going down, down, down. Oh. Now, I say that to all the mayor candidates. What are you going to do?
Stann Champion, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Do you ever perform with others?
Well, I have my band, Roots Rock Society, and we do the world beat and stuff like that because, culture's forever. Trends come and go.
Right.
But we deal with the historical part because we can bring that into the schools and places because we're not doing the sex, drugs, and rock and roll thing with music.
You're still doing the schools.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that's
most
fabulous.
Definitely. Because, these children need a lot of help,
And they need the music.
And they definitely need the music.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us quickly about any gigs that we should know about and let our audience know.
Well, I do an open mic over at the Independence Tap every second Friday because we want to make sure that a lot of talent that's out there because the clubs they're pushing DJs now. They don't want to push too much of the live music, but there are
Right.
certain places that are. And we're working to make Chicago great again for live music because wherever you go on this planet,
Right.
you say you're from Chicago, you get people's attention.
What's
you get people's attention.
Independence Tap is where, and it's every second.
Right off Pulaski and in Irving Park. You can check it on Facebook.
Okay. And it's every second what?
It's second Friday. We
Right.
call it Fret Not Fridays, and you don't get a chance to get to me open
Fret
mics.
Not Friday.
And I'm the
That's
host
pretty
on
cute.
that one.
That's
And
cool.
we've got for Roots Rock Society, we've got some summer things coming up, with some
wonderful.
in the communities, and then schools. We've got a bunch of things going on.
Sweet.
So, because I love to play, and of course I'm still working as the human get well card at the hospitals. I show up maybe once a month because it's only a volunteer effort, but I try to do as much. I have to work, I have to work 3 jobs like everybody else.
What hospitals do you visit?
Swedish Covenant, University of Chicago Oncology because I lost my mom to breast cancer, and on the south side, Laura Beta Children's Hospital.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's one of the
Terrific.
best works I've done playing music. It's a great thing.
It's got to be super satisfying.
It is.
Put a
It is.
smile
And
on.
God rewards me for it. So that's
Yes,
the
she
whole
does.
thing. Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
Indeed. That song was almost a rap simply because you fit so gall dang many words in it. That you were telling the entire story about how hard it is to get by.
It really is, and it's an old story. I wish we could push back some of these things. They talk about trickle down. We've spent 40 years on that paradigm. Let's spend 40 years on trickle up now.
I
Let's
hear you.
they've got enough money, so
do you have-
they're okay. So
Do you by any chance have a trickle up song?
Or
maybe-
I'll work on it. Maybe we can do something.
Next time,
do a
next
trickle
time,
up
let's
song.
have a trickle up song.
Right, we can take it to some of these people that are running for office and say, hey, let's get this. They already have enough money, so let's give it. If they want to do the tax breaks, that would be okay. If they say, okay, we're going to do these tax breaks, but we're going to do this too for these people. We're going to give you health care, and we're going to give you this. Then way people wouldn't feel so bad.
I just don't think they can do both. And since we've already tried the tax breaks, let's try the health care next.
Yes, please. Can we have that? Because it's one thing to stay healthy, and we need each other. We really do.
Stan is a musician of some renown. What are you looking at? Who do you like out there? New people, old people? What kind of personal listening do
What
you do?
venues?
And do you go hear any of
Wow.
the youth bands around town?
I don't get a chance to check out. Well, when I'm working at the Independence Tap, I get to see some great local talent that's out there, but I can't remember their names. But you know what? I will definitely try to. I know a band that I really like called Esso. I like what they're doing. They're out there, and I like musicians that are at the point where they're writing songs, because we were raised on that. Those are the people I grew up loving, Bob Dylan and the Beatles, Jimi Hendrix, people that wrote songs and if it wasn't for them writing songs, these cover bands would have nothing to play.
Yes,
They would
exactly.
have to do anything,
True that.
And when I was working with Bob Marley down in Jamaica, that's what they were emphasizing, be yourself. And one thing about Bob Marley, a lot of people don't realize that his influence came from Chicago, from Curtis Mayfield, who was one of the greatest songwriters out of Chicago.
Yeah.
So
Curtis
we were,
isn't not given enough credit. There's
exactly.
when you were talking about going around doing some community stuff this summer, one of the best in the parks concerts I've been to is Lucy Smith singing along with Cheryl Corley,
Lucy
and they're
Smith.
using Curtis Mayfield. As
Now,
the
that's a
music,
great talent in
and
Chicago,
Gwendolyn
too,
Brooks
Lucy
is the
Smith,
script.
yes.
And
She's our neighbor.
why we aren't doing
Yeah.
more of that kind of stuff in the parks and all around, I don't know, but it's a wonderful
Well,
performance. They've done it for a couple of years now.
Well, Lynn and I were talking about, we are at this age where now Before, years ago, we were want-to-be's. Everybody else was there and we were wanting to be. Now we are here. You guys got a radio station. We've got so much stuff going. There's so much communication. We got recording
that
studios.
happen?
Yeah, this is big
So
time.
we need to do something.
big time.
We need to start again and start bringing those things back. And the young people need us. They need grown people that are cool, not like their parents, but they need cool grown people so they can go. I remember Jefferson Airplane used to have this old guy called Papa John Creech.
Oh, I
You remember that?
Oh, I got those albums. Yeah.
Oh man, so it was a big influence,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
older people are usually a big influence on younger people. We have to just bring that back, and we can. We've got the paradigms now. We just need to do it. We just need to do it. And believe me, once we build it, they will come.
How about another song?
But we want him to go out with a song, and I just want to ask one more quick question that Michael originally asked. Who are you listening to right now? When you go home and want to lay back, what
Well, you
music
know
do
what?
put on?
It's funny you ask me that because what I listen to is WFMT.
I do too.
The classic station, because right now at this age I'm looking for peace and
Some
quiet.
rest, yes.
I still play basketball at my age at 67 years old, and I get to run around. But there's times where I put on the brakes and I want to sit down. That's why I'm glad I have the guitar, because this is the lute, and this gives me a chance to relax. And I hear classical music and just basically, just that. So I don't listen to the radio anymore because the radio is not like it used to be,
Yeah.
as
No.
you all know. So.
No.
It's
Hey, WLUW 887 Chicago Sound Alliance. That's where it's
right,
at.
and WNUR. There's a few places
Right on.
non-commercial, but that station. What's the name of that station? Is taking over everything, and everything is like, So it's and I have nothing against DJs or that kind of music, but you know what? You listen to all this music. If it wasn't for the old school, people wouldn't have anything to copy. There'd be no tribute bands. Who would you be tributing? I don't think there's anybody gonna be tributing Snoop Dogg. Not real soon, or they may not even be tributing a lot of these bands out here. But people like Carlos Santana, they left a mark on us. All these people left marks on
Absolutely.
us. So, and at least on me, and so I don't get a chance to listen to and get out, but I promise I will now. Now, once I retire, then I will be able to get around. I've got grandchildren and a great-grandchild.
Woo!
Good for you.
Embarrassing.
Well,
But-
why don't you take us out? We're going to thank some people somewhere along that musical riff you're going to do next. But
All right.
it is so good to see you again, Stann Champion, and
So-
people
it's
can
so
check
glad
you
to
out
be
at the
here.
Independence Tap, and we'll be bringing you back real soon.
That'd be great. I'm going to play this song called La Familia. It's about the family and community.
Love this piece.
Family comes first before anything, with pride and self-esteem. Community begins with family, our area, nice and irate. Love mother, love father, love sister, love brother, respect for the elders too. Teach the children voices of our ancestors, our lives, work to do. In our community, there is unity. Yes, we are La Familia. En la comunidad está la unidad. Porque somos La Familia. Yes, we are La Familia. Porque somos La Familia. Because we are La Familia. Thank you, Chicago. Thank you, folks. Thanks for having me.
You remind me of Holly Near, who I saw on American Masters last night, doing the English-Spanish at the same time. Talk about a songwriter. If you haven't checked that out, please.
Wow.
Holly Near. It's
Holly Near.
It's real good. That's Michael and I met at a Holly Near concert. She's something. She's something. So we
right.
want to invite everybody to listen next week when our guests include Harry Osterman, who was just reelected as 48th Ward Alderman, Del Marie Cobb, who's been doing some real good political work she'll catch us up on, and our old friend Bucky Hawker, who is another vagabond. What's the word that I'm looking for? Minstrel.
You're doing well there.
All right,
Sorry.
anyway, we want to thank our music producer, Lynn Orman, for once again getting Stan here, our engineer, Jake Levy, our videographer, Michelle Song, our extra Miss So-and-so over there, Rosalie. Sorry, Rosalie. And my co-host, Michael Thom. Do good in the world. The world needs all the good that you do. All power to the people.
Take us out, Jake.